Hello, friends. Welcome back to a new lesson and a new day. I hope you're having a wonderful week and a wonderful day and doing a lot of learning because I am. I learn every day from you guys. So we are going to continue on some of the same vein with vocabulary, right? So today's lesson is going to be vocabulary for cluster 2. However, before we do that, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and kind of tell me what do you think is going on here. Just give me some words, some sentences, what is happening here, and probably most importantly, why. Okay? And yes, it does have to do with our essential question. Okay? Very good. So again, pause the video and I will see you back in a few minutes. Okay, so I hope you had a lot of insight information to share with me. So that brings us to our topic for today, which I already mentioned that it is going to be Introduction to Unit 4, Cluster 2, Vocabulary, right? And this is aligned with the Edge Fundamentals curriculum. So our clear learning target for this today for this lesson is I can name synonyms for the vocabulary words using a word web. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it again. I can name synonyms for the vocabulary words using a word web. And that, friends, is going to be our outcome today. That is going to be what we are going to be asking from you, and it's going to be a word web that you are going to be completing for each of our vocabulary words that we're going to share with you today. Okay? Okay. So here is an example of the word web that you are going to be doing today. Again, it's from the Edge curriculum. And just reminding you that we are going to be also naming some parts of speech, especially nouns, verbs, or adjectives. Okay? So look out for those. Okay, so let's begin with our first word. Okay, first word is choice. And choice is a noun. How about we pronounce this word together? Let's say choice. Very good. One more time. Choice. Okay, so you make a choice when you pick between two or more things, right? So look at the illustration, and I have here an example of a sentence. His choice is between the two sandwiches. Very good. So let's go ahead and read it one more time. His choice is between the two sandwiches. Yeah, I mean, they look exactly the same, right? Okay, but he has to make a choice. Very nice. So let's go ahead and look at our second word. And the second one is disaster. Disaster. And disaster is also a noun. Let's go ahead and pronounce it together. Let's say disaster. Good. One more time. Disaster. And it is a noun, as I just mentioned. And a disaster is an event that harms a lot of people, animals, or things. Okay, so look at our illustration. A flood is a disaster. Yeah, so this town or street is flooded, and look at those poor cars, and even inside the buildings, right? So a flood is a disaster. So how about we read the definition together? Okay, let's do it. One, two, three. A disaster is an event that harms a lot of people, animals, or things. Now remember that at the end, the web is about synonyms, okay? So start thinking about that. Okay, so now we have the word neighbor. One more time. Let's say it together. Neighbor. And neighbor is a noun. Okay, so one more time, neighbor. Yeah, that's a weird one, isn't it? Your neighbor is someone who lives near you. So there are two houses. There's your house and there's the house next to you. So those people in that house are your neighbors, right? Here is the illustration and a sentence. These friends are also neighbors. Okay. Let's go ahead and read the definition again together, and then we're going to go ahead and read the sentence together. Let's do it. Your neighbor is someone who lives near you. Good. Now let's go ahead and read the sentence. These friends are also neighbors. Excellent. So remember that neighbors might be the people living next to you, across from you, behind your house. Those people around you, they're all neighbors. So now we have obstacle. Good. Let's say it. Obstacle. Good. One more time. Obstacle. And again, this one is a noun. And an obstacle is something that stops you from doing what you want to do. Okay, something that is on the way, on your way. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the definition together. Let's do it. An obstacle is something that stops you from doing what you want to do. And my illustration here have some lava. This is my sentence. Lava is an obstacle on this road. Yeah, because you don't want to get inside that thing. It will kill you. And I'm sure you have seen lava before. And actually, this week we have a lot of news about volcanoes in Iceland, right? So very relevant. Anyways, so let's go ahead and read the sentence. Lava is an obstacle on the road. Okay. Okay, so now we actually have safety. Yes, let's go ahead and read that word together. Let's say together safety. Excellent. And safety is a noun, and it is when you cannot be hurt. You can be hurt because you are somewhere where you're safe. So safety is when you cannot be hurt, right? Okay, so here I have an illustration and a sentence. So look at the illustration and go ahead and look at the sentence. She wears a helmet and goggles for safety. Let's read it. She wears a helmet and goggles for safety. Yep. So cannot be hurt because you're being protected, right? Very good. Okay, so we are moving on to our next word. And that word is safe. Let's go ahead and say this together. Let's say save. Good. One more time. Save. And save is a verb. That's right. So to save is to stop someone or something from being hurt or destroyed. Yes, so it is an action. So when you save somebody, you're protecting them or stopping them from being hurt or destroyed. Let's go ahead and repeat and read that definition together. To save is to stop someone or something from being hurt or destroyed. And now, friends, I ask you to go ahead and look at the illustration and let's go ahead and read that sentence together. Firefighters save lives. Good. Let's go ahead and read it again. Firefighters save lives. Good. So that's exactly what they're doing right here, right? They are saving that baby from that house. Okay. Um, so the next word that we have is stranger. Okay, let's go ahead and say that word together. Stranger. Okay, can we do it one more time? Stranger. And stranger is a noun. Yeah, it is actually a person. Remember that words that end with an ER, they're nouns and they're persons, right? So a stranger is someone you do not know. Yes. Let's go ahead and read that definition together. A stranger is someone you do not know. Mhm. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our illustration and our sentence. Okay, well, here are our illustration and sentence. Okay, so look at the illustration and then the sentence says, strangers often sit next to each other on the bus. Can we read it together? Let's do it. Strangers often sit next to each other on the bus. Yep. So just a reminder that a stranger is a noun and that we are going to need synonyms for our activity at the end. Okay, we're almost there. The next word is victim, and victim is a noun. Let's go ahead and practice our pronunciation. Victim. Good. One more time. Victim. Okay. So a person who has been hurt by someone or something is a victim. Okay, let's go ahead and read it. A person who has been hurt by someone or something is a victim. Can we read it together again? Let's do it again. A person who has been hurt by someone or something is a victim. Okay, and let's look at our illustration. Yeah, the flood victim's home is ruined. Poor guy, huh? We see this so often. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it one more time. The flood victim's home is ruined. Again, the flood victim's home is ruined. And I don't know if you noticed, friends, but here we have a possessive noun. Remember those? Ah, yeah, we saw those during third unit, right? So here it is. Remember, nothing goes away. We are building on top of everything. It's a building block. Okay, so with this, we have arrived at our activity. So I'm going to go ahead and explain with one word. And then what we are going to ask you to do is to actually build the web and on your notebook or online, using either a Jamboard or you can use Google Docs, any platform that you like. But once you are done with it, you need to upload it to either Canvas or Google Classroom. Okay, so here it is. So the first thing that you are going to do is you're going to write the vocabulary word in the center. Okay, so there we go. Choice was my first one. So that's the one that I'm going to be using as an example. So you're going to enter the vocabulary word right there. Okay. And then you're going to give us two synonyms to go with it. Now, if you decide to do an antonym, you need to let us know. Okay. But anyways, we're asking for synonyms. Okay. So choice is a selection. Okay. Or a decision that you make. Okay, so and you may want to use words that you already know, that you're familiar with, or words that you are ready to learn and uh, you know um, adopt them into your own vocabulary bank to use in the future. Okay, okay, friends. So with that, we have arrived at the end of another wonderful lesson. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you next time.